Black women were born to be a side chick. And I really don't care how anybody might feel about this, but this is the truth. Black women would rather be a side chick than actually be somebody's girlfriend. And the reason that is for is because black women don't want to actually take the time and put the work in to satisfy their man. Right? Prime example right there. They don't want to take the time to satisfy their man. They don't want to take the time to listen to their man. They don't even know how to support their man, especially when it comes to a black man. They don't know how to do none of these things. But trust me when I say, if this man got another woman or if he's a married man, they know everything how to do to be a perfect side chick, okay? They know exactly what to do. They know how to listen. They know how to behave. They know how to keep it a secret. They know how to do everything when it comes to being sneaky, sneaking around, and cheating. They know how to do that role perfectly. But when it comes to being a wife or when it comes to being a girlfriend, being that man's one and only, they don't know how to do none of the things that he's asking them to do. And the prime example where they get this example from is from their mothers and from their grandmothers. And when I say this, as a mother, when you have a little girl, it's very important to show this child good examples because she watches every little thing that you do. So when she watch you behave like a side chick, trust and believe that she's going to go into this world and be the same side chick that you was. It's sad, but it's the truth. Black women were born to be side chicks. They follow the examples of their mother. And every advice that they need, they get that advice from their mother. Their mother will tell them, dog that man, find you somebody else. Who cares if he got somebody else on the side? That's their favorite thing to tell them. Who cares if they have another person on the side? Because when you listen to most of these women talk, they talk about how this man got somebody, but they don't even care.
I gotta hear why you said no first.
Just no, I don't want to get married. I hear a lot of bad stories.
So you never heard any good stories?
No,
You
never heard
don't
no good stories about marriage?
no.
You want children?
I got 2 daughters.
You got 2 daughters. Like, why do people prioritize having kids before being married? Like,
um,
Don't you think a man in the household would be the complete package for your situation?
Sometimes the one you married ain't even a complete package. You can have a whole wife and kids, and then it wasn't even a fuck it.
I just can't see how people were prioritizing having a child before being married. Like, that's the same cycle we've been in, and that's the same cycle that's continued to hold us back.
That's the thing, right? She's talking about side pieces, right? And I'm going to show another video where it just shows that women find it easier to being a side piece or like a baby mom than being a wife, to catering to a man, working alongside a man, having a partnership with a man, cohabitating with another person, right? With a man. That's too hard for a woman, right? Being there for another man, right? Being there for your husband, for your boyfriend. Women find it hard, right? They're fine with using a man, child support, sex, money, emotional relationship, whatever. But it's fine to use a man, right? But, being a partner to him is too hard for modern women. That's the thing that we're seeing now, right? That's the relationship structure that I believe that it's happening more and more, right? They rather take care of their children than being a wife to the baby father. They rather have a child out of wedlock than having a man marry them and be with them. Because what is it going to be? Because now you have to make the effort to make another person happy, or to think about another person. Children, they can ignore their children. Or they can ignore their children, or they have the motherly instinct. It's easier to love a child than it is another man. It's easier to cater to a child than it is a man, because of some kind of their motherly instinct, or because they feel that they birthed a child, so they have no other choice. They have no other choice to cater and take care of a child. But a man, they don't have it. They don't need him. They don't care if another man. They don't care about the man's needs, his wants, his feelings. They don't, right? They're selfish in that sense, that a man will sacrifice for his family, for the person he loves, right? But a woman will she will do as much as she feels like she can, and then she'll move on to the next person if it's too much, or she wouldn't even do it. She wouldn't even, put in the time, put in the effort anymore, because it's too much for her, That's why it's like the marriage system is failing, and relationships are pretty much destroyed, right? Like, you see so many statistics, so many reports of people gonna be single, women will be single and childless in 5 years, the majority of women, right? Or a good chunk of women. And you see men just going in their own way, or going outside of Western culture, Western countries, going to just Eastern countries or just more traditional countries, looking for traditional women. I'll just like to show that this is a reflection of the culture that the Western culture is propagating, modern feminists is celebrating and creating.
I married a man with a very small penis. For me, that's grounds for divorce. You could be the best person in the world, and but we could just be friends if that's the case. I'm not going to marry and be with for the rest of my life, or for a big chunk of my life, with a man who will not sexually satisfy me. I deserve to be sexually satisfied.
As a woman, as long as you have male contacts in your phone, you should never be broke. And if you can't ask any of the male contacts that text you, hey, good morning, what you doing, for money? Yes, it is time. Block, 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 block. You are not a pen pal. You can't spend all your time and energy by improving yourself, taking high value women one-on-one, and still be entertaining men just to have notifications. The wax lady, your hairstylist, your landlord, your phone bill. Payment method is not good morning, what you doing?
See that how women view men, right? The supposed boss babe, boss bitch, this strong independent woman, yet they view men just as money, right? To be used. Men are there to be used. They're just there for money, right? There are women naming men in their phone as a free meal, as a free nails, shit like that, right? Or they go out with their friend zone men, right? Men that are too beta, too simpish to not allow women to put them into this friend zone of being just friends, but for the woman's benefit, to be used by the woman, where you go out with your male friends and they pay for it. I saw a video right there where another video where, a woman going out with her male friend, but bringing no money. What, expecting him to pay? But this is example, right? This is a pretty good example of what men are dealing with, right? Men are just as good as their wallet size. Depending on how big your wallet size is how valuable you are to a woman, right? On the flip side, depends on how good you're in bed is how valuable you are to a woman, which is, it's amazing, right? That is pure objectification, and women complain that men objectify them, right? I mean, like, pretty much is like men are either penises or wallets to women. Crazy.